Okay, here's a little pool maintenance demo. So, about every second day you should just have a look that there is no leaves, stuff on top of the pool, otherwise they sink to the ground and create stuff, even though the creepy crawly gets it, little things off the bottom. So just go around the whole pool and get those leaves. And when you're finished, just dump them across the fence. Careful when walking barefoot on the grass, because the bindies can be prickly. So, let's do this. Okay, and turn it back again. That's it. Okay, that's that. And about once a week, should have a quick look at the filter. Yep. Okay, I can see there is leftover from the kids' games. Okay, so take this out. If I'm unplugged it here, and then you take the sieve out. Try to get all the little bits and bobs. Again, stuff goes over the fence. Okay, that's a quick 1-minute job. Put the sieve back in. Make sure you don't do that while the pool pump is running, which is early in the morning. It runs on a timer. So oops. We lost our, okay, I'll have to reconnect that hose in a second. So just make sure that the hose gets reconnected off the creepy crawly. Wandered off. Especially when it's hot, you really gotta make sure that you've got enough chlorine, and in this case salt, in the pool. This is a saltwater chlorinated pool, which means that it creates chlorine from salt. And so I'm plugging this back in. Actually, that's the wrong way around. That valve needs to be at the bottom. So this is the proper way. Okay. There's a little flap here that you have to manually push down. Okay, once that's all reconnected, just put those little rocks back in to keep the lid in place. That's all good. Okay, you gotta keep an eye out for the creepy crawly, which is that creature there. In the morning when the pool's on, this should actually move and suck the stuff off the bottom. There's the settings are here. There's a timer. At the moment, this thing on the side here is the timer. So at the moment it's set to run between 9 and 11 roughly in the morning and 4 to 6 at night. And you can simply flick these, like if you wanted to run it between 2 and 3, just flick these over. And if you just want to run it once, you can turn this to on. Pump comes on. Just checking that the creepy is working. connected it properly. This looks alright. Except it's not creepy, still not crawling. Okay, I'll leave that running for a bit. Should crawl. This is where the salt gets converted into chlorine. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to show you here is this is the power board. Sometimes, in particular in summer, there can be power losses, so you just don't have any power in the house. Most of the time, it's just a fuse that's blown. So just if that happens, have a look here. See if any of these actually point down instead of up, and if one of them points down, just turn it up again. If that is not the case, then there may also be a general power outage. That does happen occasionally as well. In that case, you need to contact the Energy Australia and just ask them for advice when the energy in your area will be back. Okay, I think in the calendar it says at least once should put some salt in the pool. This is the bags. I'll show you where the full bags are. So I think this is only one, so just grab one of these bags. They're fairly heavy. Cut them open with some scissors when you're at the pool and just walk around here, dropping salt in the pool as you walk. Try to spread it quite evenly and do it in the evening when the pump's not on, so after the pump has run in the evening. Yeah, so it can sort of dissolve during the night and then can pick it up in the morning. Alright, so I'll have to look at this crawly because it should crawl now and it doesn't, so I'll just have a quick look what's going wrong here. Just keep an eye on that when the pump is running. That creepy crawly should be moving along the bottom of the pool and get all the stuff out. Also, there's some testing equipment for the pool, which I don't really know where it is right now. Okay, let's not worry about that. Okay, so what I've done now, I've pulled the crawly out just to see what's wrong. And there's this diaphragm here, which acts as a sort of filter. And if you look in there, I don't know whether you can see it, but there's actually a rock lodged in there, and I think that's the reason why there's not enough suction coming through. So I'm just gonna try to get rid of all that stuff, in particular that friggin' rock, and I'll just do that offline again. Alright, so that's another reason why you should keep the pool clean. There was actually a fairly large rock lodged in that diaphragm, and I've just used a metal stick that I had on the table to clean that and put the diaphragm back in. And now we're just going to start the pool pump and hopefully we'll see the creepy crawly moving. Yeah, you can see that's a totally different behavior now. You can see that this tube is now sort of vibrating, and that's that sort of vibrating movement that ultimately drives the crawly down there. So yeah, have a look at the pool, make sure it's clean. This is actually not ideal with all the leaves, so you should try to get those out, and in particular make sure that there's no leaves, but you can, no rocks. You can just see a rock down there. I'm going to get that in a minute. But you can see how it's now moving along the bottom automatically, and that's what it should do. And if it doesn't do that, you need to have a look, see what's wrong. Okay, so I'm just going to finish by manually cleaning the pool, getting all the stuff out, and then I'll finish this.